Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mothercharged, and we are playing House of Ashes, my favorite Dark Pictures game. So I started diving back in the Dark Pictures anthology because I played Directive 8020, and I didn't, I'll be honest with you, I didn't notice there was a fan theory about why they're reusing characters before I noticed Carter and all that. I've played the games, it's not that I didn't realize there was the same. I think it's just because it felt normal to me. I don't know, normal, natural to me that they would do that. And I think because of the fact it's an anthology, which is the reasons that they gave were actually because that they said American Horror Story reuses the actors. It gave them their style, the Dark Picture style. So if you see these characters, you know you're playing a Dark Pictures game. And it's cheaper. They don't have to recreate these models every single time they do a game, right? Made sense to me, so I just didn't question it. But it had been so long since I played a Dark Pictures game that when I started playing Directive 8020 and I noticed Carter and I realized that was Jason, and then that's how I got into the rabbit hole. Yeah, I saw the Odette secrets, and that would seem to imply that there is one, but I think maybe at this point they've seen the fan theory and they're just kind of going with it, or maybe trolling people. I'm not sure, but that's why I want to go back and play these. Now, House of Ashes is later on in season 1, but it is my favorite. That's why I started with it. Man of Medan is the first one. I'm going to play that next, so we'll see. But I'm doing the Curator's cuts for all the games. I may not do Little Hope. I'm thinking about it because I really didn't like Little Hope, but maybe if I play it again I will. Don't know. I don't know. I felt like it was trying to go too many different places and it just was weird to me, so anyway. I'm going to table that for now though, because we got through the first part of the game, which is you meet everybody and there's an ambush and they all fall into some weird temple underground. All right, and there are a lot of questions. If you're not familiar with the history of the Iraq War, this may be boring for you if you are, or if you just don't like history. But some things, if you're not aware, may seem like bullshit, convenience of the plot, but they actually do make sense if you understand the history of it. 1991, you had the Gulf War, which was Bush's father. As a result of that, or because of it, during the time, that's when the UN weapons inspection started. And what that was for over a decade, up until the second one, UN inspectors would come into Iraq and ask to see the weapons and go through what they had. And Saddam and his people were not very cooperative. They were kind of pissed about it. And they gave the rest of the world a lot of reasons to be suspicious. Saddam wasn't a very good guy. Okay, I'm sure that's not, not a secret, okay? But the rest of the world was definitely suspicious, but they never found anything. So there wasn't much anyone could do about it, but they would keep going there. This went on for a long time. And again, House of Saddam, you watch that series, there is a lot about this in that series. If you're interested in it, it's a very good depiction of it. But that's what was going on for years prior to 9/11 and the second Iraq War.
Stop us from entering the building.
It's all right. Down with me. I beg you. Wait a minute, please. Let me handle it.
Mr. Aziz.
Please, Mr.
We have every right
Ackles.
to be
Mr.
here.
Ackles, please.
And economic sanctions.
We are reviewing strategies.
Any brilliant ideas, Oday?
We should tell them to mind their own fucking business. How is that for an idea?
Yeah, I'm not saying that he was or he wasn't doing anything. I honestly don't know. And just, they never found anything is all we can say now, right? But he didn't make them feel like they could trust him. There was a lot of, he wasn't a good guy. Okay, I'm sorry, he was not a good guy, and the world knew that he wasn't a good guy, right? Wasn't a good guy. Okay, but in all those weapons inspections over a decade, they didn't find anything, but they were still suspicious. They're like, he's hiding shit, whatever. So now we have 9/11. Okay, that happens. The U.S. invoked Article 5 with their NATO allies. Article 5, I'm sure you've heard about that a lot lately because of Iran. So NATO was signed in 1949. A cornerstone of that treaty is Article 5. If a NATO member suffers an armed attack in Europe or North America, all other members consider it an attack against them and will take action deemed necessary to assist, including the use of armed force, to restore and maintain security in the North Atlantic area. So, you fuck with them, you fuck with me, we're coming after you too. Okay, so this was a result of World War II, right? That these countries came together, and that's why we have NATO. Article 5 was invoked after 9/11. However, this did not include Iraq. So, Iraq came later, and Bush did go to the UN. He did all those things, but the rest of the world, they weren't on board. We're like, fuck this. What? No, we're not convinced. We're not convinced that he has these weapons. There's suspicion, but we're not convinced, and we are not invading Iraq. They wanted no part of it, right? So the really funny part of this that I remember, France and Germany, like, immediately were like, fuck that. And Americans were so pissed. They were like, how dare you, like, not want to go invade a country because we said so. So we actually renamed French fries for a little while. If y'all were there, you were there, you remember this, but if you weren't, we literally called them freedom fries. But basically the bigger countries that you would expect to be on our side, like France, Germany, they were like, no, hell to the no. We don't see evidence that we should go there, right? And so we were all pissed, like, fuck you. It's freedom fries and freedom toast. Fuck that. I mean, eventually we got over it because they're French fries and French toast now, so I guess it's cool. I guess we're cool with France now? Yeah, seems that way. Anyway.
And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means.
Now you have 2003, we invade Iraq, right? Now, Baghdad fell almost immediately. Saddam's government disbanded. He went into hiding for a while. They did find and capture him, but at this point in the game, he's in hiding. Okay. I don't remember if his sons were in hiding too, or if he was kind of going through them. It gets a little confusing. Like, I remember it, but the timeline of the game versus what was actually going on. But again, watch House of Saddam if you're interested in the weapons inspections and what was going on when the U.S. invaded, all that stuff. Like, it's pretty crazy, and it's very tense when the U.S. invades, and like, you have all the scenes of Saddam and his sons like trying to escape. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Many Iraqis can hear me tonight in a translated broadcast, and I have a message for them. The tyrant will soon be gone. The day of your liberation is near. All the decades of deceit and cruelty have now reached an end. Saddam Hussein and his sons must leave Iraq within 48 hours. Their refusal to do so will result in military conflict, commenced at a time of our choosing. Events in Iraq have now reached the final days of decision.
Where's Mama? Inside. She's packing. Why is she packing? Mama, what are you doing? We can buy new glasses.
Make sure your mother and sisters have money, gold, and make sure they listen. They must leave the country immediately.
Come on, Mustafa, the suitcases. Hala, quickly.
But we will not leave Iraq. We keep moving until the Americans are defeated.
Yes, Papa.
Now go. Take care of your brother, Qusay.
I will. Mama, they are not important. We have to go.
So Bush goes on TV, and this was May 1st of 2003. So this is at the beginning. So we went in March. This is May. Bush goes on TVs on the USS Abraham Lincoln, very famous news coverage, declaring victory, mission accomplished. He had this huge banner. We won. We defeated the enemy. The game shows it on a newspaper and also shows you on the TV. So this is right then. All right. So now, war's over, right? No, it wasn't over. But why? So if he's going and declaring victory, Baghdad's fallen, Saddam's government is disbanded, why are we still there? You would think that that's the end. Well, the problem is if Bush can't produce these weapons of mass destruction, he's got egg on his face, right? The whole U.S. Why did we go there? The rest of the world was right. We shouldn't have gone there because we have nothing. We just invaded a country. We took out their government. We did all this stuff, but why did we go there, right? The whole point of going there was that he had these weapons of mass destruction. So there's pressure to find them. And again, I am going to say this because I feel that I should, that it's fair to say. We don't know what would have happened if we didn't go there. I mean, we didn't find the weapons of mass destruction, but does that mean they were there and they got rid of them? Does it mean they would have eventually done it? I can't say that. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. But as far as we know, there were none. So, but then you have Bush. So Bush invades, and what happened when we go in there, obviously, the regime falls apart. So Saddam goes into hiding. He's running things, like, I think through his sons, if I remember right. He was kind of running things, but they were sort of hiding too. And that's the beginning of this game. That's where the world, and the U.S. especially, were at. We had invaded this country. We took out their government, their dictator, because Saddam was a dictator. He wasn't a good guy, okay? I'm sorry. He wasn't a good guy. We all know that. But the question here was about, did we have justification for going and invading this country? That was the question at this point. Because there was so much controversy leading up, where most of the world said we don't. Suspicion doesn't equal cause, right? It doesn't equal evidence. You can be suspicious of somebody, it doesn't mean shit. And again, there was the whole thing of people saying he was trying to finish Daddy's war. There were also people saying we went there for the oil. And, you know, one thing that always stands out to me is when we first went there, that was what the Iraqis were doing. They were burning their oil fields. So maybe they thought that too. Whatever. I'm not going into all that. It is so complex. It is such a rabbit hole. If you're interested, dive in. But yeah, I'm not going there with all that. I'm just saying that at this point of the game, that was the political situation, and there was a lot of pressure to find the weapons of mass destruction. We had to justify this invasion to the rest of the world. So then you have Eric show up. So Eric is a colonel, and he has developed something called Kalis, which is a satellite system. And that satellite system that he's developed has supposedly found something underground. Okay. So he believes that he's found the weapons of mass destruction. Okay. Kalis is a fictional thing. The game makes it up, but it is real. It's based on something very, very real. Just because the government collapsed did not remove that need to find the reason we went there. Okay. We needed that proof. Okay. So for Eric, it's a huge deal for him that if he's the guy that found the weapons of mass destruction, he's a hero, right? He found them. And obviously him and Rachel are having a lot of problems, so I think he had like another side agenda, like he could get back with Rachel. because she does mention that it was his developing Kalis that caused him to be so distracted and not into their relationship so much. I don't know. I think there's a lot of reasons, but that's one thing. So he could say, oh, look what I did, and it worked, and I win, blah, 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 right? Anyway, whatever, you know? So Rachel's also there for weapons mass destruction. So she is not a Marine. She's a CIA officer, right? That's why there are things that happen in the game that sort of show that she's a little different. She speaks Arabic. You see that in one scene, where the others don't. I mean, I'm not saying that none of the soldiers spoke Arabic, probably did, but pretty much all the CIA officers did, like they had to. And they would also be trained in the area and stuff like that. So that's what Rachel's doing, and her job is to talk to people or get to know the area so she can find where they are that way, right? Instead of using the satellite system, she's on the ground, like, doing that work, right? So Rachel's investigating the area, and then Eric shows up. I found them, I'm taking over. Okay, which I'm sure you can imagine how fucking annoying and irritating that is. I mean, this guy you hate, your husband, the dickhead. I don't know that he was a dickhead. They don't really give you any flashbacks or anything, so maybe, you know, I'm not gonna say. Guy lost his foot in an accident, you know? Whatever. So that's them. And then you have, obviously, you have Jason and Nick are Marine Recon, okay? Now let's go back to Salim, one of my favorites. So you have all that context now that this is the political situation. But now, just imagine you're Salim. So he's the Republican Guard, an elite squad for Iraq. And now you're president / dictator. I think he was still president. I don't know. He's gone into hiding. Your country is like in shambles, and everything is over. War is over, right? So that's why he doesn't seem interested in fighting. That's why he wants to be home. He's got this situation with his son. Why is he so upset, right, about his son stealing? Besides the obvious, you don't want your son to be stealing, but why is it that big of a deal, right? Why is he, like, losing it? And so, I need to find him. So, his son got into college in the UK. We find a letter. And that depends on him getting a visa, a student visa. If he gets in trouble for stealing, he's probably not going to get that visa, and then he loses his education. He loses that opportunity. So another piece to this is Salim says at one point in the game, he tells Jason his reason for being part of the Republican Guard and doing what he does is because he wanted to give his son a better life. Salim is a single father. His wife walked out on them. And that was his way of providing for his son, not just keeping a roof over his head, but providing a real future for him. He's able to do it. He gets into this college, and now his son might fuck that up because it's already a tense situation because he's in Iraq, which now you've got the UK. So what did I say the coalition forces were? Okay. So he's literally trying to go to the enemy country to study, and he's going to have to get a student visa. And he's over here committing crimes. So that's why Salim's situation with his son is so dire. So when Dar shows up, his commanding officer, and he's like, bro, really? To him, he's like, we lost this war. I have a way more important situation. I'm done, you know? That's why he's able to be like that too, because that might seem a little off when you're like, how can he say no? I mean, it's not that he can or he can, it's just their situation has changed, drastically changed. At this point, the Republican Guard that's still left over in Iraq, their motivations are more about loyalty to Saddam and his regime and to the country. So it's not out of duty or following orders, it's more, how do I explain it? It's more from that place, if that makes any sense. So if Salim being part of this just to, get a paycheck, he doesn't give a shit. His real motivation is his son and not Saddam and his family. So he doesn't give a shit. But Dar, on the other hand, obviously is like, fuck that. So this ambush in the beginning of the game feels disorganized. It seems very impromptu. It's like, why, right? When you expect something like that to be coordinated. But no, at that point, it wasn't, because Saddam's in hiding. He's not directly running anything. You have the people that are left over that are like trying to take things back or trying to figure out how to protect the regime in whatever ways that they can. And so that's why Dar sees that they're going there and starts gathering his soldiers so that they can go and attack. It's also, there's a part of it in the way when they're looking through the binoculars and they're watching the Americans talking to the shepherds and they're like, those pigs will pay, like all those things. It's like revenge too. Like, just if you were in their place and they came in and took everything from them, their life, it's more about that. And that's why it feels that way, because it kind of is that way for them, right? But Salim, on the other hand, he wasn't invested in the way that maybe they were. He was more doing this to provide for his son. And as far as he was concerned, he got his son he already got him his step up in life. So, that's kind of where that went. And now the interesting part to this is here, yeah, the Iraqi military, they're kind of gone, and this is the beginnings of the insurgency, which you may have heard about if you understand the war. So people like Dar that are still invested, that are still trying to protect the regime, they continue to do things like this long after. And that's where you have ISIS comes out of that. Not directly, but, ISIS comes from the insurgency pretty much. So it's a whole complicated history. It's, yeah. But anyway, they didn't find the weapons of mass destruction. And, like, while you're playing this game, I think that's another piece to it, right? Is that that's what they go there for. And they find something else, right? These alien vampires. So now the real funny parts of this, that I like, anyway, the part that I find hilarious. So Eric created Kalis to find the WMDs, the weapons of mass destruction, right? And he had this satellite system, and he sees something, and he's like, oh my god, I found them. Like, he wasn't wrong, right? He found something. It did find something. It just wasn't, like, weapons of mass destruction. It was, like, ancient alien vampires. So he wasn't wrong. He did find something. And I kind of feel bad for him in a way, because I'm like, oh, man, everybody's gonna, like, look at him like he's a piece of shit because he didn't find WMDs, but, like, he found something else that was, like, way cooler, like alien vampires that led to this whole thing. But so his shit worked. Like, he wasn't wrong. I don't know. Kind of like the irony of the whole thing, right? Yeah, but anyway, I think that's why this is my favorite game, because it fits really, really well into the history of what was going on at the time. And I feel like you would have someone like Salim in those times. But here's the question. Now, had it been the beginning of the invasion, would it have been the same? I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. Would Salim have been so kind? Not kind, but would he have been more resistant to cooperate with Americans? Maybe. When Saddam was still around. But at this point, it's like, fuck it. He's lost everything. He might even lose his son at this point, because his son, if he doesn't get to his son in time and keep him from doing something stupid that could get him in trouble. His son is going to lose his future. So, timing wise, it makes sense that this would happen. And that's kind of what I like about it. It doesn't feel like a story that's forced. It doesn't feel, oh, that's convenient. It doesn't hit any of those marks for me. It's on point. Narrative wise, it's a great story. Characters are written so well. Visuals are incredible. Everything about it. I mean, like, even the design of the vampires. Like, because when you first look at them, they're confusing. You're like, well, what the fuck? Like, kind of alien, like, what kind of vampire looks like that? Well, they're not really. They're infected with a parasite. So, and the parasite eventually comes through them, like, takes over. So they might look like themselves at first, and then they just kind of over time start to look more like the parasite. So that's what they would look like. So everything about it is just so good. This game, out of all, I'm going to go so far as to say out of all Supermassive games, this one just kills it. Like, way far and beyond. So, for me anyway, I don't know. Even more than Directive 8020. I'll be honest, like, I felt Directive 8020 was good, but kind of mid, to be honest. Like, it didn't really feel Dark Pictures to me. Like, I get that they had the characters in it. They could have done more to make it feel Dark Pictures than they did. Like, it felt more like forcing it than creating it within the game. Yeah, they had scenes where, like, the Curator was in the background, which is always fun. But they don't have it starting with him, which I always like that. It starts with him. And they don't really have... They got rid of the premonitions, which I didn't even realize. So I was playing it and I couldn't really, like, pinpoint why it didn't feel like... They don't have the premonitions, and that's what makes it, like, a Dark Picture game, right? So why don't they have the premonitions? Got rid of that. Just other things that, like, it just didn't feel like Dark Pictures. Unless they're trying to change it, they're trying to separate them for a reason. Like, I don't know if this is season 1 and season 2 is... I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it didn't feel... I liked it better than Little Hope and The Devil in Me. The Devil... Actually, I don't know. I like The Devil in Me, too. This is hard, but... I don't know. This, though, I think this is their best game. Even more than The Quarry. I love The Quarry, too. So for me to say that is big, but... More than Until Dawn. Which, Until Dawn, I feel like is so overrated. Such an overrated game. It's alright, but the jump scares are ridiculous. Like, they just throw too many in there that it gets cheesy. The Quarry's really good, though. I love The Quarry, but I love this one. This one's actually, wait. Can I compare them is the question, because they're like two totally different games. I might have to play The Quarry again, and then we'll go through and I'll answer that question. But this is my favorite, so it just is. I don't know. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there, and I will give you the rest of the game. So let's go. For Rachel not to kill herself when she's infected. So
maze down here. This the
you can't skip any of this. You have to go through, and it's worth it, in my opinion. So
it's a negative, Sergeant. Looking at something way deeper. Go back for now. Drop kick out.
On a camera here. Let's head back.
So we got Merwin. Oh yeah, we definitely have to go back through. So it's when you get Clarice, you have to be scared of her. And you do that plus not shoot the gun, and that's how you make her fearful, I think.
No. I don't want it. Just give it to me.
Okay, so now we gotta go through this pit again, but I wonder if I still need to get all the secrets though, because I already got them. I'm just replaying. Probably should, right? Because I think it affects what they know. Like, I realized that Jason can kill Joey with the stake, but if he doesn't, then Eric can use the UV wand, and that's when he learns that it kills the vampires, which you need him to do in order to save Rachel, so.
Eric? Eric! Where are you?
So that's the thing. It's a lot of shit. So I might be quiet on this one just because I'm running through it. I might clip these and show it. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to structure this. Wow, look at the water. It's incredible. Or not water. I don't know what the fuck that is. What'd you call that shit? I don't even want to know, to be honest, what that smells like. Either way, I'm probably going to be hanging out, chilling, doing this, like running through, because we want to save Rachel. That is sure. Now this, you find an ID over here, and it's like something from the 70s, which is crazy. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how did that get down here?
That can't be anything good.
Well, for sure it's not, girl. So right here is the ID that you find. God damn it. Pick it up, girl. See, so it's like Aid, Sons, Frontier, Carts, Vinay, Marie, 1979, right? So what the hell? This motherfucker, right? Alright, this is, we obviously know this helmet, so, you know, this isn't anything, but I'm probably gonna mute myself here, just get to the part, and then I will unmute, and we're just gonna run through.
"28th of December. God forgive us."
Fuck's sake. What the hell? hell is that light?
Can I ask what her name was?
Whose name?
Your wife. What was her name?
You don't get to talk about her.
Please, I don't mean anything by it. It's just... we're stuck here together.
You want to talk? All right. Why are you still fighting a war that you've already lost?
You think I do this out of choice? That I want to be here? I fight so my son can go to university, so that he can have a better future.
Could all use some of that.
My son, his name is Zane.
Her name was Rachel.
Pulp check?
Don't move. Coming straight back. Damn you! Shit!
Looks like a line out.
Maybe we can get the radio working and send a signal out. It's worth a shot.
A long shot. Oh, we don't even know if there's a working transmitter on the surface. Those wires gotta go somewhere, though. You think they still work?
Well, looks to me like they just snagged up.
Just as well. Don't feel much like climbing out there.
What the fuck, Joey? Shit, Joey, it's me!
Not doing it so Eric can use the wand.
Shit! Take his fucking help! Take it aside!
Stand down, Corporal Gomez!
We have to hurry. It's not safe here.
I didn't know that you could fight.
Yeah, me either.
What was that thing?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not alone.
Where have you been?
One of those things got its dirty hands on me, dragged me down here, left me for dead.
Fuck.
Fuck doesn't even start to cut it.
Can't believe you survived down here for so long.
Maybe I should use you for bait. That might actually be fun.
What are you talking about?
If I hadn't shown up in time, it would have been adios, Rachel. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Semper Fi. We gotta find a way out of this hole.
So, this is where you've been hiding out? Do you have any weapons?
Do you mind?
Just need some batteries for this damn light.
You could just ask. That ever cross your mind? Looks painful.
Yeah. It is.
Think you can keep still?
Thanks, Clarice. I saw those same symbols in the shepherd's huts.
Those people must have been in the valley a long time. There's a way up. There's no way we're making it. Look at it. It's barely climbable.
We can make it together.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
I met Eric in Climbing Glass. I can get us out of here. You okay?
Yeah, just need a minute.
A minute isn't gonna kill us.
Until it does.
You look terrible.
Gee, thanks, Rachel. You ever think about going into motivational speaking?
Seriously though, are you okay?
That's gotta be about the dumbest question I have ever been asked. Give me the silent treatment, huh?
I think right now we should just focus on survival.
It's no wonder they call you the queen bitch. Sad thing is, you don't even see it.
See what exactly?
You don't let anyone in. It's like there's a wall around you. No, not even a wall, a mountain. Tell me, Rachel. Is there even a real person behind there?
It's not easy being queen bitch. You think I got where I am with a soft word and a warm smile?
And here's me thinking you Langley types grew up on Easy Street.
Easy Street? I had to graft to get here. You think it bothers me what people call me? I wear that shit like a badge of fucking honor. They have no idea of the shithill I've climbed just to get to where I am right now.
Yeah? And where is that exactly?
Looks like another shithill if I'm truly honest with myself. You and I, we're not so different. You know, both doing what needed to be done to get to where we wanted to be. No shame in that.
No shame.
Reese, what did that thing do to you?
Please! Please don't leave me down here alone!
Don't come any closer.
What's happening to me? Please stay with me.
I can't promise anything. Listen to me. Something is happening to you. What did that thing do to you? There's medication up there. It may help you, but we need to move, now! Give me your hand.
We're on the wrong side of the chasm. We'll never make it.
Don't quit on me now. We have to swing over.
That rope won't hold.
Wait!
Do you really believe those medicines will help me?
We don't know enough about those things.
Come on, Rachel. Don't bullshit me.
It doesn't look good.
Truth is so overrated. If it happens, if I turn, you have to kill me.
Listen to me. Nobody else dies today.
That's what you believe?
Yes, that's what I fucking believe.
Still not seeing anything come up, Sergeant. Not yet, at least. Over.
Knowledge. Nothing on the cameras inside either. Over.
Stay frosty. Go check out. All clear in there.
Check. It's out here that's spooking me more.
I tell you, the Colonel could lose his own ass if it wasn't pinned on him. You see our absent friend down there?
Salim? Nah, he's gone.
We're facing an enemy we know zero about. An enemy of unknown size and their home turf. Sucks to be us. I don't know how long those doors can hold them back.
Radio's our best shot. Fix it up, call in the cavalry, even shit up a bit.
If there is a transmitter up there, it's gonna have a limited range. One thing Eric did manage to get right about this shit show.
He gave us air support. Lord loves a miracle.
We get that signal out, our birds may be close enough to hear. Still means we have to find a way to reach him, of course.
One problem at a time.
"30th of December. Mary's condition worsens. This evening, I awoke from an exhausted daze to find Lady Bradshaw asking my wife more of her damned questions. Mary was babbling something about winged demons. At this, Bradshaw's eyes lit up and she asked whether Mary could sense them now. Gripped by delirium, my wife lashed out, clawing at Bradshaw's chest. Lady Bradshaw withdrew, and I was, after a while, able to calm my wife.
Looks like the explorers set up a fake dig site. They knew they were here.
I'm gonna need a hand to get this up and running.
That thing looks like it was sabotaged. How would they do that?
We gotta work with what we have.
Fall back if anything moves out here. It's safer inside.
Sure about that? Ain't that where you lost your Iraqi?
He ran off into the tunnels.
And he's as good as dead.
Nah, he's not one of ours. Fuck him. Thank you.
Good job, Sergeant.
Those things will kill you, Sergeant.
Yeah, like smoking is the biggest threat to my life right now. Fuck that, I need my lighter. What's good?
It's nothing.
It's just a ghost signal. Even without a transmitter, a radio picks up a faint signal. It's just ghost, man.
So fix that transmitter. If we can establish a signal and contact CENTCOM, then we're one step closer to home.
I don't trust any of you pussies to do it.
The fuck, Lazarus? Sit your ass down.
Back from the dead, baby. Corporal Merwin, probably best you stay here and recover. Oh, and let you have all the fun? Ah, fuck that. Let me break this down to you Barney style. I'm the only one here who's a mechanic. Now that's what you call a no-fucking-brainer.
He's got a point.
Hurry the fuck up. You don't have much time. Yeah, I thought I could take a Sunday morning stroll. You know, taking the view.
2 minutes. 2 minutes? You hoping to do it twice? Let's go one for the lieutenant. Colonel, back inside the temple and man those cameras. You're a sitting duck out here. Go! Ah! Hoorah! The radio! Get a signal out!
Don't do it. Don't move.
This is Mailman 212, Coyote 2. We are requesting evac. Over. Ugh. If anyone's out there, if anyone can hear me, we're requesting immediate rescue. Over.
Mailman 21, this is Rhino 15. Say again, over.
It's here, support. We need immediate evac. We're trapped under the LZ and facing multiple unidentified hostiles. We need to get the fuck out of here. Over.
Solid copy, Mailman 21. Roger. Wait out.
Shit. Oh, this guy.
خلينا نتقل
ما سمعتهمش وجايين لينا.
اخلاص
Don't even think about it.
We need to flank him. Only way we're gonna get rid of this clown. Cover me!
Help!
Flank him! What is wrong with you? Stay still.
خطوة يا ولاد Push forward into the temple! Move! Put your shoulder into it! Hurry!
Don't see the Iraqis.
If they got any sense, they'll stay back. Shit's about to get real in here.
Wait!
Rachel!
Rachel? You're alive?
Have any doubt, Marine? Where's Eric?
Rach? I held on as long as I could, but the rope snapped. I didn't cut it. I wouldn't.
I know. Thank you, Eric.
We good? We're good. It's good to see you, Rachel. Thought we'd lost you.
Who else made it through?
It ain't good. Merwin's gone. Those things, they got Joey, Clarice. What is it?
Clarice was infected. Those things, I don't know how they got inside her. I couldn't take the risk. I had to leave her behind.
You telling me Clarice is still out there?
That's not Clarice anymore. I saw her changing before my eyes.
I believe it. Same thing happened to Joey. You armed? Make sure every shot counts.
All right, fall back to the main temple.
We can't lose the generator. We're blind without it.
I need help. Can't let any of those things through.
They're inside already.
Can't let any more in. Don't care what their invite said.
Hold the gate. I'll get the generator running. Is this place mine?
Not mind enough. Fuck! Oh, these things really have a hard on for getting in here.
We need that generator running now, or we're all screwed.
These fuckers won't in. It's not gonna hold. This is our house. Our rules. Is that all you pussies got? Ah, shit. They're coming through. Fucking things are worse than sewer rats.
Fuck! You gotta be messing with me.
Think now's about the time we bug out.
Any objections?
They're breaking through the perimeter!
Got any bright ideas? Now's the time!
Come on. There's gotta be something. Wait! Yes! Okay, we can make for the catacombs! We need to go down!
Count, in case you missed it, that ain't the way out.
It's either that or we die where we stand. Everyone move to the east gate!
Go! Get to the gate!
The center! Keep to the center!
ده انت اللي تقيل. قلل الحلويات شويه. سليم، انا مبسوط انك معايا هنا.
انت ما عندكش فكرة احنا بنتخانق مع مين؟ الامريكان هم هنا.
ارمي سلاحك. بالانجليزي.
Hello again. My friend is not happy.
Yeah, I can see that.
What happened up there?
ما تحركوش.
Your friend's a little too jumpy for my liking. It's making me nervous.
Lowering your weapon might help alleviate some of the tension.
اديله رصاصة في دماغه لو ما سمعش الكلام.
هتكون فكرة وحشة.
انت مش في مكان تحدثي.
Make a move. I fucking dare you.
I feel like our uniforms are getting in the way of what could be a beautiful relationship.
مش أهبل.
Shut up! I say we drill these sorry-looking motherfuckers. What do you think, Colonel?
هما بيقولوا إيه؟
Make the call, Colonel.
We need their help.
They're the enemy, Nikki.
We have to help each other. It's the only way.
It's them. We must get this door open.
looks like the worst place in the goddamn world.
Who's there? Get inside me. Hey, stay close. He's gone. We have to move. Now, let's go.
Not without Eric.
Teach you to mess with a Marine.
What the hell?
Don't you fucking move. You alone? Anyone else make it?
It all happened too fast. I think it's just you and me.
Just you and me, huh? Well, that's just fucking great.
I don't mean you any harm. I swear.
No shit. I'm the one holding the gun. Honestly, I'm just glad to see a human face.
Me too. Your friend said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That is not always true, but if we both want to live, we must fight as one. The sword and the shield.
They're too wordy for my liking. But I'm in.